Hello guys, welcome back. Had something interesting happen today. I was listening to a story and it was about a true encounter and I won't go into specifics of the story, but the moment I started listening to it, I'm like, that's Loki. I knew without a doubt that was Loki. And I started thinking of all this other stuff that's starting to like pop up in my Pinterest feed and my YouTube feed, and it has been stuff that I've even distanced myself from. And I thought, this is Loki. This is Loki communicating using a disguise because he's good at that. You can know 10 distinct gods, goddesses, ghosts, ancestors in your life, and there is a chance they may all be Loki. That's just an example. Don't think it's going to be literally 10, but it can be Loki. And I was thinking, that's Loki, that has to be. And then I'm like, oh, everything isn't Loki. And as I'm looking through Pinterest, and now my Pinterest feed is 99.9% foxes and 0.1% cats, a Loki video pops up, a Marvel Loki video, and it was like one of those, oh, he's so sexy videos. And I'm like laughing and blushing, and I'm like, oh my god. And he's like, you have to pin that. So I pinned that. And then I'm like, that was actually his nod. Yeah, that story was totally me. And I'm the world's biggest skeptic. It's weird coming from a witch, but I am the world's biggest skeptic. I will sometimes wonder, is that story true? Did this person just make this story up because they wanted attention? Or you know what? I'm like the biggest skeptic. But I'm thinking, if it is true, it's definitely Loki, because a lot of, say, ghost or fairy lore or something like that is definitely Loki's habit of getting your attention, and then he's over here somewhere and you're like following him all around like a little puppy dog, and he's like, that's nice. Not that he's mean or callous or anything, but he'll lead you on a merry chase, and he'll leave it up to you to figure it out. That's one of the most frustrating things of working with him. Somebody asked me if I've worked with him on developing psychic powers. He more or less just nags me to do what he wants me to do. Like, if he wants me to work with a totem or a god or something, he'll nag at me, but as to how, he leaves that up to me. And if I try things and he doesn't approve of them, like meditation, or I was listening to a kind of far out thing today, and I kind of pretty much knew it was just people must have freebased on a lot of dope before they wrote this, but I wasn't going to judge, and I was just kind of listening to it and chilling out. Loki kept interfering to make sure that I wouldn't do anything with this, and that is the, clouds wall up and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and do I really think there are cat people living on Neptune, and what the hell is wrong with me? And I'm like, you can't let me enjoy anything, can you? Because I can tend to go off on those tangents where, even if I'm pretty 99.9% sure something isn't real and somebody must have made it as a lark, I'll still go with it and just let my imagination run wild, and Loki was having none of it today. So yeah, it came up. Loki will often disguise himself. I've had a lot of stuff coming up in my feeds lately that I intentionally distanced myself from. And I was trying to think of the meaning, and I'm like, I know the meaning because he showed me the meaning. It's Loki. For me, it's Loki. It's Loki taking on a form of something I'm interested in. He has that chameleon-like ability that it doesn't matter how little sense it would make to anyone else. He's a shapeshifter. He will do... Yes, he's saying, if I will turn into a mare for a horse, I will pretty much do anything I please. So yeah, if you start having really strange paranormal experiences, and it's with something that isn't totally possible, and you have rolled out any medical reason, it may very well be Loki doing it, because he's done some stuff with me that, looking back, I know it's Loki, but the dang article is written, and I'm not going back to, change it, because, what if it's not Loki? He will give you two answers at once and just smiles. You try to figure out which one is right. So it was interesting. He's been very naggy all day about what I can do and what I can't do. I did go out and meditate in the sunshine, and I did work with a lot of the gods, of course, Loki. And he just thought that this one thing I was going to listen to bliss out, because it was so nonsensical. Like, cat people living on Neptune are sending us messages and they're our future best selves. And I'm sorry if you believe that, but to me it was nonsensical. And he was just, that's total BS, right? I think what it is he will make you live by your truth. If I had truly believed that cat people live on Neptune, he would have been like, yes, let's think about cat people on Neptune. But if I'm listening to it and thinking that sounds like horse feathers, he's like, that's BS, right? So he makes you live your truth, which sometimes is maddening, because you might want to go off and explore this thing, but he will keep you in balance. For me, he's my balance. He's like, sometimes he'll let me get out of hand, and a lot of times he makes me balance. Like today, I was like, I can retreat really easily, and I was almost thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't work with Fox, right? After I get all this Fox stuff, and I've been working with Fox and driving everybody nuts with Foxes. He goes, yeah, go ahead. Fox will bite you in the ass. I'd like to see that. Go ahead, don't work with Fox. See what happens. I just kind of looked at him, and he smiled at me. Because his original answer was, yeah, don't work with Fox. I said, oh my god, okay, fine, I'll work with Fox. And he goes, why? I said, because I know when you get the happy, cheerful note in your voice, something terrible is going to happen to me, and you're going to be laughing hysterically. You're the worst god ever. And he's just, he actually is the best god ever, but he definitely has that attitude with me that if I'm gonna do dumb shit, he's gonna let me do it and then laugh hysterically when it goes wrong and be like, oh, did the little pitty get hurt and is she unhappy? Oh, what did I tell you in the first place? So yeah, I just want to talk about that. It's been a lot of his energy. Today he's being a sassy little god. Today he's got a mouth on him, but he usually, oh shut up, he usually does, and it's usually unbearable, and he's terrible, and oh god. Loki. Shut up. I am not telling them that. Something about video about the inspirational qualities of a certain hub, and I think you all know what I mean. Shut up. Okay. You were never seeing that video, obviously, but yeah, he's been a little smart aleck today. Oh, and in happier news, I made the Coke sleeve last 7 days, and I still got 2 cans of soda left, so yay me. I mean, seriously, that is amazing for me, guys. Usually, back in the day when I was really depressed and I was on heavy-duty medication, I could go through one of those sleeves. I don't want to say in a day, though it's kind of a blur, maybe 2 or 3 days, and I would think like I thought when I was drinking that the Coke fairy was coming in and drinking my stuff, or Ogu or somebody was taking it. No, it was me. The wine fairy doesn't drink your wine, and the Coke fairy doesn't drink your Coke. So yeah, I'm very pleased with myself, but I'm not gonna get prideful, or Loki would knock me down. I was gonna cancel the Fox lamp today, even though I felt really good and felt like it should come. I was gonna cancel it anyhow, and they shipped it. The book, however, did not arrive. So I wrote to the people and I said, can you please tell me if it's actually moved out of Kentucky? We'll get back to you in 24 hours. That was my reply. So I told Amazon I am not happy. So if it does not get here tomorrow, I am going to howl at the moon, and I'm going to be like, you better get me a refund, because apparently I should have looked closer at their ratings and their reviews, because a lot of the books came in messed up AF, and they just package books like shit. Excuse my language, but it's like, I love to read, and my mother taught me that treat books as friends, and they'll treat you back the same way. So for someone to be that bad with books, to just ship them in bubble wrap, and they get banged up. I mean, if you've been getting packages lately in the mail, it's not uncommon now for huge gouges to be in packages. I don't know what's going on with the mail service lately. Like they hired velociraptors or something. But yeah, it's been pretty bad. My packages have been coming in pretty bad shape. So if this is just in bubble wrap, I don't know. I don't think it moved out of Kentucky, but we'll see. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.